Is that the Sumeragi logo? I guess they manufacture more than just medicine for their drugstore. Gotta take a pic! It's so cool, is it real? It's not just a costume, is it? Alright, you guys, off you go. I know this is an unusual sight, but you're causing problems for both this officer and the robot by crowding around to gawk. Suits, please go straight back to your homes, and ma'am, please go finish your shopping. Machina, what are you doing? Standing by for your arrival. As this unit was forbidden from interacting with civilians, I elected to sit on this bench in power saving mode. Yeah, you're attracting all kinds of attention. Being a prototype with no external source of power, my operational time is limited. Using power saving mode increases my output by approximately 17%. That's not what I meant! Why are you just sitting out in such an obvious place? People are starting to crowd around! The intent of your question is unclear. While I may represent the future of Sumeragi's cutting-edge technology, it's not as though my existence is classified. In fact, one could say the logo clearly emblazoned on my arm is acting to promote Sumeragi's brand. Then again, I was prohibited from interacting with civilians. Anyway, let's just head over there now. Oh, the crowd here is getting bigger and bigger! Alright, we shouldn't draw any crowds in an alley like this. I've detected an elevated heart rate from your body, but I cannot ascertain any cause. Why do you appear to be so embarrassed? Though I am a prototype, I am equipped with an exterior frame that is unconnected to my functions. I believe it serves a role akin to clothing. No! It's because of that robot appearance that you have that you stand out like a sore thumb in town. And if they thought about it enough to give you clothing to blend in, couldn't they have made you look more like flesh and blood human or something? According to Dr. Yui, humans making robots in their own image is the endpoint of their egos. My purpose being support, she was of the opinion that such furnishings were unnecessary. Though there was a development log by Dr. Yui that mentioned machines such as sex bots may need to have human-like skin developed for the benefit of the end user. Yeah, Dr. Yui is all about building those sex bots. That's what Makuro was supposed to be. A sex bot. Well, I guess technically she is a sex bot. Well, Dr. Yui's got needs of her own, huh? I guess. In other words, this form allows me to fulfill my role as a support robot without hesitation, and avoids me becoming attached to humans. Right. I wonder if that's really the case, though. Anyway, that thing you caused means the demon we're looking for probably knows we're coming. So let's quickly start looking for them. Machina, can you do that same scan you did back in the lab? That will not be necessary, Richard. Target signal detected 10 meters ahead, over in the shadow of that cardboard box pile. Huh? What? I just picked this alley at random and ended up taking us right to the demon? That is incorrect. This demon has been following your movements since shortly before you came to talk to me. Not knowing her motives, this is just speculation, but I believe she has likely been observing you every time you visited the shopping center. Her reasons for not leaving the area or being unable to leave may be that areas of a low building density allow for fewer hiding places. She understandably doesn't wish to be spotted. Tch, the hell's with that robot? Thinking about you suddenly digging up old history and going to abandoned school, I was pretty sure you were looking for me. So, what do you want with me, Mr. Priest? I've been keeping a low profile here. You got a reason for wanting to eliminate me that badly. Richard puts out his hand so the demon can get a good look at the emblem. 8 years ago. No, even now. You've been looking for a man with an emblem on his hand. When I heard that, I thought it might be me. I don't have a single memory from before 8 years ago, and knowing nothing about my past or the reason behind my amnesia, I started a new life as a priest. But for certain reasons, I now need to know just who I was, and not just for me, but for someone else whose life is also on the line. So, if I'm definitely the man you've been looking for, I want you to tell me who I used to be. Your memories are gone? You're actually saying that. So that means you've forgotten the name Torodon. You've forgotten what happened 8 years ago. Forgotten what you did to me. Forgotten everything. Torodon? That's your name? Richard, at this stage your careless words are having the opposite effect. My analysis is picking up building rage on the target. That's fine. If you want to know that badly, I'll tell you all about your past self. Come back here at night. There are things I want to talk about while showing this body of mine, but the sun's hard on my skin. I have some things of my own I'd like to ask you. I'll be waiting. Target escaped. Capture possible within 10 seconds of pursuit. Shifting frame into flight stance. Stop! Stop! You don't need to chase her. I'll be coming back here at night like she said. I do not recommend that course of action. Judging by her behavior now, it would be a trap. She intends on forcing her side of the conversation on you from a position of strength. It would be more effective to pursue her now while the odds of her losing her signal are low. That has the benefit of allowing us to effectively move the conversation forward. I know it's a trap, but I'm the one who went and forgot everything. I can tell from her attitude that she used to trust in me. She was certain that I'm the man she's been looking for. I still know what happened, but it's clear that I did something awful to her. If she's going to be upfront with me, then I should accept how she feels about me. I think carrying her out is worthwhile. Also, if you go and bring her down and she loses any interest in talking, then make this whole thing a waste, right? Your emotional argument is illogical. However, as you are the lead in this search, I will obey your instructions. The target demon stated she would be waiting for you at night. However, she did not specify you had to come here alone. I'll be here with you when you come back. Considering safety and numerical advantage, that is an acceptable compromise, yes? Of course, should you wish to interact with her alone, I will obey. So what will it be, Richard? I'd, feel more at ease with you here. Thanks. Very well. I'll return to the lab to recharge my battery and equip anti-demon armaments. Please contact me directly when you plan to come back here. I've already added my contact information to your phone via infrared. Please check you have it later. What? Oh, she really had herself. When did that happen? Richard, where Machina? Didn't she say she worried about safety, so would accompany you here? I contacted her, but she never came, so I decided to go on ahead without her. Oh, I'm a little nervous. Also, I think the conversation will go better if it's just me here. I'm the one she wants to talk to, and this is my problem after all. Just like with Kate Sith, you never seem to meet up with partner on time. You're always waiting for women. Also, I had no idea the shopping center had a dark and dingy place like this behind it. Even the moonlight barely reaches here. I can barely see anything, even if I squint. I really wish I had brought that flashlight I got from Kyaki-san in the abandoned school. But it's okay. I do well in dark places, so I look around for you. Richard! Behind! Run! Whoa! What's with that demon? That's no ordinary mark on your hand, is it? And here I thought I'd get you with my stun gun. Don't you try to run. Wait! Calm down! I know I did something awful to you, but let's talk about what happened first. Honestly, don't remember anything from back then, so let's talk this out. Shut the fuck up! 8 years! 8 years I've been looking for you! You really think that amnesia shtick's gonna fly? I won't be satisfied until I put you through the ringer once or twice. I hope you're ready for this, you piece of shit! No way. I was prepared for this not to go peacefully, but I didn't think you'd be this murderous about it. Just what on earth did I do to her? What did my past self do? What the? What are you suddenly screaming about? And what's with that light? Huh? Why's that light curling around me? Oh no, not at a time like this. And actually, what's going to happen now? What's going to happen to her murderous rage after being influenced by the demon emblem? Ugh, what a pain in the ass. Forget all this shit about losing your memories. Don't you dare run. You just need to stand there and take this attack, so you'll crumple to the ground in a messy heap. If you don't do that, how am I going to touch the shit out of you with my slippery, poison-covered body? What? Torodon's body changed into a more lizard-like form in the blink of an eye, or maybe it's more like her human mimicking was dispelled. At the same time, the feeling of intimidation that was prickling my skin has intensified. However, her feeling stored in me seems to have changed somewhat. Don't worry, my poison won't directly kill you. In fact, it'll give you a lot more pep. It is incredibly addictive. If you're not careful, you might end up not being able to finish with anyone other than me. Torodon starts taking off her coat. So if you just let me hit you with that last attack I used, so you can feel real good. So come on! Yeah, getting a shock won't be so bad. You like bad touch too, don't you? At least being on the receiving end anyway. I'm going to enjoy making you a filthy mess, Mr. Priest. Still love the cut-ins. Such an epic song. Alright. Let's just get to attacking. Alright, well, you're done. Not bad. I let my guard down. Hey, your brain's glowing again. Huh? I didn't even get this option with Kahaku. Hold the emblem over the demon. Are you safe, Richard? My apologies for being late. Makina! You're really late! What happened? Dr. Yui was fine-tuning the anti-demon neutralization equipment that I wanted to bring, so I was standing by until she was finished. But more importantly, what happened to the target demon? I had her signal until moments ago when it suddenly disappeared. Yeah, let's just say everything went well. I was able to absorb her into the emblem. We still haven't talked anything out yet, so she's probably still mad at me. Richard calls Torodon out from the emblem. Now then, a lot of unexpected things happened, but this time you and me are going to have a proper conversation. What happened between me and you 8 years ago? What on earth did my past self do to you? What'd you do? Ah, fuck it. This is pissing me off. How could you not remember anything? Take a good look at me. Does asking me all your questions like this not jogging anything in that brain of yours? I only knew you back then as the guy on the other side of a one-way mirror. But you should know all about me. You used to call me A001. Yep, Richard worked for MOW. A001? Good morning, A001. How do you feel this morning? Let me out. Let me out of here. I can't do that. The time is not yet ripe. You should feel honored. You're to be the forerunner of the Messiah Project. That doesn't answer the question. Richard is asking what he did to you 8 years ago. He is requesting a quick answer to your connection to him and what happened 8 years ago. Tch, what an annoying robot. I don't know much about what happened with that car crash 8 years ago. Before I knew it, I was toppled over on the side of the road. Car crash? I was locked up in some facility somewhere for ages, having all kinds of shitty experiments performed on me day after day. Then suddenly some gas came out and I lost consciousness. When I came to, I was on the ground, and there was this huge trailer next to me with a big fire ripping through it. I had no idea what was going on. Searching through a police database, I can find no records of a large trailer fire at that time. However, I can find a few posts from the time on local town message boards discussing a vehicle fire, so we cannot say for sure that if she is lying. That's pretty nuts that you can access things as local as town message boards. Probably a cover-up. A specialty of the top brass. I don't know why that incident has been wiped clean so perfectly, but at the time, it was unusual for those sorts of cover-ups to happen. Sakamoto-san! What are you doing here this late? I called him. I discovered that he was the person in charge of the incident when I consulted the police database this evening. Taking into account the time required for a discussion and the neutralization of the demon, I arranged a time for him to arrive shortly after you finish. So, that's our perp over there, is it? That's definitely what I remember seeing back then. I'd sure as hell love to drag the police chief out here to take a look as well. So you brought Pig here? You sure took care of all my punks back then. I guess it's finally my turn to get it. I suppose this is why they call paying the Pied Piper. Fine. Do whatever you want. I have the binding tools to help bring her to the police station, as well as counterattack weapons if the need arises. Or will you take her to the police as she is now? Hold on. Are you talking about putting a demon into a police lockup? There's no way that's going to happen. And I tell you before, both me and the rest of the police want to forget these incidents ever happened. I'm pretty sure all I have to do is tell the brass that the problem's solved and they'll accept it without question. I just need to slip them a photo of her capture or something. And it's not like anyone got killed or hurt or anything. It was just some robberies committed by a group of delinquents 8 years ago. And now that this demon's found the man it's looking for, there's no need for her to show herself around her anymore. Isn't that right, Miss Lizard? Yeah, that's right. Those robberies were only to help feed those brats anyway. It's not like I need to eat. I had no more reason to meddle with the townsfolk anymore. I would have stayed away from them even if you hadn't told me. So that's this case closed. There's another case I need to follow tomorrow, so I'm going to go home and get some sleep. You only went out a limb for me, Father. I'll send the reward to the church. Go grab it later, will ya? Alright. I guess I grab it now. Thanks for coming all the way here with me. You depleted a considerable amount of stamina and will in your fight with the demon. Not really! Staying up this late's gonna have more of an effect on Richard than the fight with the demon. These massive guns and tight packs and firm buttocks, they need their rest. An ordinary person would find it difficult to move. And while you are still fulfilling your responsibilities, I will treat you as my VIP ward. I must not allow the worst case, however unlikely to happen. And personally, I wish to make amends for arriving too late to fulfill my agreed obligations. Personally, huh? From time to time, I get the feeling like I'm talking to a normal person instead of a robot. It's kind of reassuring. Is that so? Well, I do have an expansive language dataset that allows me to conduct conversations smoothly, regardless of topic. Also, outside of combat analysis, Dr. Yui has prohibited me from using technical jargon and mathematical concepts. That's probably why I don't sound as robotic. This is not related to your mission, but what do you intend to do now that you've heard the demon's testimony? I suppose I have no choice but to ask the townsfolk about that incident. There might be someone who directly witnessed it. I'll go around the shopping center, convenience store, and the shops themselves and randomly ask people in the hopes I can pick up some clues. That is a valid, if inefficient plan. Should Dr. Yui permit, would you like me to try investigate a little more? Searching the lab databases may provide more details about what was happening back then, along with any possible related incidents. Please do! That'd be a huge help! Arrived at target destination. Disabling protective area scanners. Very well. This is as far as I take you. Good night, Machina. Hope we meet again. Good night, Richard. I look forward to the day I can accompany you again. Did you get it? Yes, Dr. Yui. But the beginning of the emblem's activation and the aftermath have been fully recorded. As well as various footage of Richard's massive guns and a fit body for you to salivate late at night. You're not supposed to say that out loud! You did not order me not to. I order you now! Too late. Aside from some minor visual noise when the emblem activated, I have to determine the recording to be clear. Excellent, well done. We've got raw footage of an emblem activation, and the fact that it's on a priest's hand makes it even rarer. I feel bad for him, but I'm just too greedy. I want to get every shred of data I can, even if someone has to get hurt in the process. Machina, return to the lab on foot. I don't want to risk the data inside you getting damaged by flying here after what we put him through to get it. Roger that, Dr. Yui. Returning to the lab.